Welcome to Create Your Own Cozy. I found a new YouTube channel that I'm obsessed with. It's called Julie Signs and Designs, and I will link her channel down below. She is somebody that is so fun to watch and has some amazing ideas. And after I started my channel, I started just binging her channel because it just got my artistic ideas just flowing. So one of the things she showed how to make was a spindle box that I've made right here. So I decided to go ahead and give it a shot. She used all found supplies that were free, old fences and spindles, and I decided that I would try to make that with new stuff and try to make it look old. So today, the tools I'll be using is a nail gun, an orbital sander, any type of house paint, it doesn't matter, just latex paint, just use your old paint that you have in your house. I will be using 2 cedar fence planks bought from the Home Depot for $3.06 a piece. I also purchased one of these outdoor stair spindles. It was between $3 and $4. I can't remember the price exactly, but the trick is to go to the outdoor section. First of all, you'll get a much chunkier piece. Second of all, you pay about half the price as you would for an indoor spindle. They might need a few areas sanded down, but it helps with the aged look to have them kind of chunky, I think. So the first thing I did, since I'm using a new piece of wood, is decide how wide I want my spindle box to be. This is different than the one Julie made because I built it off of memory and kind of came up with my own size and needed 2 planks instead of the one that I'm going to be building right now because it was so tall. So the first thing I'm going to do is decide how wide I want it to be. Find the center of your spindle, mark it, cut one side, and then take the piece that you took off and put it to the other side so that you get the exact amount cut off the other side, and that will make it even. After that, in order to add some age, I watered down some Waverly antiquing wax, and I probably did about 3 coats of that just to kind of get this darker color. You can see this is the original piece, and then this just looks like an older piece of wood right here. I went ahead and pre-cut my fencing. I took the 2 dog-eared parts and cut them to be the same height as my spindle, just so that it was a nice symmetrical piece instead of making it be so ginormously tall like this one over here. After that, I decided to measure my sides, and I did this a little different than the original video. I decided to attach my wood to the outside, and you'll see a little bit later how it makes it easier with the bottom, cutting out the bottom. So you've got the tops, and then there's the side piece. So a way that I figured out how to cut this side piece is I put the 2 ends together and the spindle, and that's how long I needed my side piece. You can measure, or you can do it this way. So I have 2 dog-eared pieces cut. Then I have 2 side pieces cut and my spindle. Now I'm still missing the bottom, but I'm going to do that at the very end. So the next thing that I did is I took my orbital sander and I sanded down all these raw pieces of wood to get splinters out and to help make it look old. One of the main things that I did was I very much rounded these corners right here and right here. And then I also rounded this edge right here. Since it was freshly milled, it was a good 90-degree angle. And old wood does not look like that. So it really helps to just soften that. Thank you for joining me on this build, and I hope you enjoy. So I was just editing the footage from my build and realized I didn't explain the sizing of the bottom very well. So I'm going to show you two different ways that this can be built. The first one is with the piece being attached the front way, and then this one I'm going to build with the piece in here and show you how the bottom would fit. I've got these two dog-eared pieces, and I went ahead and painted them before putting them together because I knew what I wanted the final piece to look like, and this makes it a lot easier, especially if it's two-toned, to not get paint on your wood or on your stained and vice versa. I have two dog-eared and two sides, and all four of these pieces are the same size. In addition, the spindle is around the same size. I left it a little long so I can shave it off. I'd rather shave some off to get it to fit tight than to have it not reach. And then the bottom piece is same size as the side piece and two sides. So instead of the bottom piece kind of being tucked up underneath like it is in this one, the bottom piece is going to have a lip down below, and I used the side piece and the two ends to decide how long this is going to be. So I am going to go ahead and put this together. I will start just like I did the last one with the side pieces. I have something super funny to tell you. I have been working on this on and off for a little while now, and I went to do the build to show you a different way than this. And since I'd already made 3 before, I just went into autopilot and just nailed the whole thing in the same exact way again. And then I got to the bottom and the bottom didn't fit. And I mean, it happens. So take your time. You can always go back. Basically what I did is I used the hammer to bust the boards out the back way. And I used a really strong tool to grab those nails. And I've got some extra nail holes right now, but again, this is supposed to be old. So let's try this again. Let's do this the way I was meaning to. So we are going to nail these in from this side. So I'm going to use these other boards right here to kind of keep it straight, and the first one is the hardest. So as you can see here, there are different ways to attach the bottoms without having to make a long cut and need a table saw. So I don't know how I feel about it yet. I do know that I prefer making it this way as opposed to this way. It seems like it stayed square a lot easier with how I was attaching the boards on the front than this one did. This is a lot more of this is a narrow vessel, but you could try it out and see which way you like the best. But regardless, it still has, both of these have a full board as the bottom. This one is just along the whole thing, and this one is just within the inside. But I would love to know, which one is your favorite? Do you like the taller one with the 2 panels? I think I'm going to be adding something here, so look for that at the end of the video. I think I'm going to be adding a stamp of some sort. Or do you like the shorter one? Do you like the 2-tone? Do you like the all white with just this? Let me know in the comments below. If you were designing this, what would you do and what would you use it for? Thanks for watching.